As I'm like building these things and I keep trying to think of things to say or talk about, I typically struggle with that a lot, in conversations and whatnot. I typically am like the quiet one who kind of just listens. It's like, oh, tell me your troubles and give me your woes. What do you got to say? What's on your mind? That kind of deal, There it is. And, because I'm one of those people that, like, I love to hear what people have to say about, like, their day or, what they're going through or just in general, I prefer to talk to people about their stuff, not so much my stuff. And, that kind of comes with the territory. I know it does. But honestly, I am okay with that. If people want to know about me, if people want to, ask me stuff, I'm more than okay with that. Ask away. I will tell you about myself if you just ask. But it's also hard for me to kind of just open up like that, to let myself out and just kind of like just talk about me. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird twitch of mine. It is a very weird twitch of mine that I just don't really like talking about myself. And I'm hoping that in doing this, what I'm doing here right now, sitting here playing video games, talking with you guys, that I can, kind of not necessarily fix that, but just try to get better at it. You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody does. While I am building this, why don't I just talk about some like childhood stuff? I did that a little while ago. Like my dad in this garage, he had like a small little workshop. We had so much stuff in that garage. Oh my gosh, you would not believe the amount of stuff that we had in these garages. Like I'm sorry, Mom and Dad and Grandma and Grandpa. It was near on hoardership, which there's a lot of memories. There's a lot of good things that were in those garages and stuff, but it was a lot of stuff. It was so much stuff. Again, I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm really not. Because I did enjoy kind of like coming through that stuff sometimes. My dad had a bunch of like old action figures of like Star Trek and Star Wars that he would just hang on to. He had like Starship Trooper figures. There were like D&D stuff, all kinds of good little knickknacks that I would like kind of find myself playing with every now and again. It's also where we stored like the old children toys when my sister and I got too old. That's where we would store like all of our old toys as well. Because my sister and I, we were hoarders. I won't sugarcoat it. We were also kind of hoarders. We liked our stuff. We didn't want to get rid of it. But eventually, I don't know, ever since I like moved out of my parents' place, I've been kind of leaning less and less on hoardership. Like, even when I moved out of this place, I stopped kind of hoarding stuff because, well, we moved around a lot. And it's not because we were military or anything like that. My parents had... My mother's side was on one side of the country and my dad's side was on the other side of the country. So there was like this huge split. How they met in the first place, I think it was because at one point in time, both grandparents from both sides were in one state and they met through high school. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong. Mom, Dad, please help me on that. And then, my mother's parents just moved to one side of the country where all of our aunts, uncles, cousins, and all that on that side of the family were there. And, you know, my dad was over here in this other part of the country. And so it was a lot of, like, back and forth between the two families. Eventually, we kind of settled somewhere and figured it out. But then, you know, I grew up, I met my girlfriend, moved in with her. We had this amazing time together, and, you know, so much has happened since then. And now, wouldn't you believe it, I'm now living in my own place that I am kind of like paying for, rent-based, with my own roof, with my girlfriend, and I'm paying for all of it, and it's actually really freeing. It really is. Being able to, you know, have a day job and doing this at the same time, it's such a blessing. I love being able to do this so much. Not a lot of people in the world can do what I'm doing, and I do feel bad for those people, because I know a lot of people want to do this, to get into this space, to, you know, start YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and they just end up not having the time. And I really feel for those people, because I at one point was that person where I just did not have the time. But now, you know, I kind of fought for that time, and now I'm able to do anything I want to do. Not to say that I can do everything I want to do, because I do have to have, like, responsibilities and such, but I am more capable of doing what I need to do for the stuff that I want to do. Sorry, I was, like, choking on something there for a second. This is coming along nicely. This is coming along real nicely. I wish I could get, like... I am so going to get, like, an aerial view of this next episode and show off. That's what I'm going to do every episode now. Before I start, like, recording, is I'm going to, like, grab some, like, skyline footage and showing off the progress that I make. That's what I'm going to do going forward. So anyways, where was I? So, yeah, that's pretty much my story. That's pretty much my end of things. Moved around a lot. Lived in a lot of places. It's actually really cool, you know, being able to do that. Because in my childhood, for basically what all I did, you know, being able to go around, see the country for what it is, you know, before all of this, it was getting nighttime. You know, before all this doom and gloom that's been going around as of late, you know, it was really nice. And, you know, now that I'm living on my own, you know, and my family is on, like, the complete opposite side of the country from me, I find it kind of a blessing. Not. I love my family. I do love my family, but I find it a blessing, because it means that every time I want to go see them, I get to cross the entire country and see all these amazing and beautiful sights. Like all the mountain ranges, all the canyons, valleys, all that good stuff. I get to see all of that every time I go get to see my folks. I just hope that the car doesn't break down halfway through. Because my car, I love my car, I really do, but it's getting up there in age. It's almost 20 years old, and it's been through hell and back. It really has. I know at some point in the future I'm going to have to either get a replacement car or somehow, in some way, get a hold of a whole new transmission system for my vehicle, and that's going to cost more than what I bought the car for. So at that point, I may as well just get a new car. But she's not there yet. She's not there yet, and I plan on keeping her alive as much as I can. Our girlfriend's dad is a handyman, and he is so helpful in that. And he has helped me a lot in keeping that car up and running and even restoring it a little bit. Oh my fucking god, I love this roof! I keep getting distracted. I need to finish the roof. Come on then. I am a man on a mission. Gotta finish this roof out. I'm a man on a mission. I gotta finish this roof out. Oh, yeah. Trying to figure out why I was glitching out like that. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. So this, as stated previously, this house will be functional. On the pictures I have, there are solar panels on this and that roof over there. And I am going to implement those. I'm going to use the mechanism ones because they're the only ones that will fit, if I'm being honest. And they also generate more power than the Oritech ones, which is, well, early game at least. Early game mechanism outpaces Mechanism outpaces Oritech. That's right, die in your sunlight. Bask in the sun. And I'm not even finished yet. That's the crazy thing to me, is I've made so much progress, but I'm like nowhere near done. Fuck. Okay, so that's one done. I can't wait to show my girlfriend this place. She's normally the builder out of the two of us whenever we do Minecraft stuff together. I'll run off, I'll start building all the functional stuff, and then she's the one actually making the base, the house look really pretty and everything. And then there's just me that's just like, yeah, I can do this. I can put that together. Yeah, let's do that. And, you know, within like 2-3-ish hours, I'll have like a functioning nuclear reactor. Oh, God. I'm not doing that this time. I am not doing that this time around. I am focusing on my house first. And then I will build a manufacturing base somewhere far off in the distance that's nowhere near this place, because this place is sacred. This place will become sacred to me. This will be my house. This will be the house that I go to when I want to, you know, get away from everything. You know, I live here. I can have my friends over at any time. You know, we can enjoy each other's company. You know, fun stuff like that. Oh, shit. That's what this house is gonna be. This is my living house. This is the house that I live in. That's why there's a waystone that's gonna be taking me directly here. It's gonna be big enough for me and all my friends. But I'm the only one that lives here. Everyone else that comes here will either be renting or working for me. Nah, I'm not gonna be that cruel. Like, this place will have enough rooms. This place will have enough rooms that, honestly, you know, I could have friends live with me over here. Like, there's gonna be 2 rooms right there, the bathroom, the master bedroom right here, the rumpus room even. You know, there'll be plenty of space for me and my friends. That we can all just kind of, like, you know, do stuff. The garage is going to be where a lot of, like, workshop stuff is going to be. I'm going to put, like a bunch of, like, workbenches and Maybe some furnaces here or there. You know, just neat little knick-knack stuff and everything. I need more terracotta. There are hollows on me house. There are hollows on me house. I don't know if the house will stand out in the sand. It probably will, given the terracotta roof. If I had made it with sandstone, then it would probably blend a little. But I don't want that anyways, because I actually want to see where my house is when I'm like flying in. Or if I'm like looking at the map and stuff. You know, I want my house to be visible. I want my friends, if they ever, you know, journey out this way and they want to check out my house, you know, I want them to be able to find it. Now, bear in mind that this is just like the house portion of it. There is a whole backyard right here that is going to get put in place. There is a whole backyard right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Like there's a swimming pool. There's a little like grassy patch. You know, there's going to be a whole operation going down here. I'm serious about that swimming pool though. I don't exactly know how I'm going to pull that off, but I know I will. Oh, and then I can't forget like the front awning that goes out right here, that stretches out across the entire thing. I cannot forget that awning. That awning is iconic to me. Okay, so that's that bit. I hope I have enough of these. Again, this is temporary. I have to keep telling myself that. All this is temporary. Yeah, I hope another stack will be just enough. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Whew. Okay, I might just keep that in here. Not gonna lie. Plus, it's good mood lighting, you know? I did it. Come on. You'll never catch me alive. Oh my god. Oh. It's looking beautiful. Again, I gotta finish that front area because there's supposed to be like a front awning and such. But god damn. Holy shit. I built that? I built that. Holy fuck, I built that. I can't believe I built this. Oh. This is awesome. So, for now, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You've been such an amazing and wonderful audience, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye! Hey there, Boom Squirrels. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click the links to find more of our content, and follow us on Twitch to watch us live. And as always, have a blast!
Used to do dancing late to country songs.